Yeah, well, today we're going to talk about our newest light. It's the MarsHydro TSL 2000. This is a quantum board, full spectrum range LED light, which pulls in about 300 watts at full, at non-dimmed settings from the wall. So the light itself is approximately 10 inches wide, 40 inches long, so it's totally suitable for a 3x5 area for vegetation, and would probably cover a 2x4 foot area for flower. We did a little bit of light readings in terms of the light meter for lux in a little bit, and we're just going to kind of go over why we wanted this light and why we think it's a great light for any indoor grow system. So previously we've had a little bit of LED experience and had a metal halide HPS system. So we really just wanted to kind of move away from that, and we're looking at ways to upgrade. And this seemed to be a really great fix and a match for our setup. We're trying to reduce the amount of electricity we're using without the reduction of output, and so we're really excited to try this one out. The other thing that we're really excited about is the fact that this light doesn't generate a lot of heat and doesn't make any noise. So, I mean, with the metal halide, with the HPS metal halide system, we didn't really get a lot. It doesn't create a ton of noise, but you have to have the fans that go along with it to pull the heat out of the tent or out of the room. We don't have to worry about that anymore. So really excited about just having a little bit less machinery going on in our grow room. We'll still have to have something to mitigate potentially odor, and that will require a fan. But again, we're really excited about this one. One thing we did want to point out for anyone who's not really tech savvy is that this does have a little bit of assembly required, and so it's pretty much just almost plug and play. You just have to screw in these top pieces and the ballasts, and just you want to be careful with that. It's not a very bulky machine, so if you are not gentle with it, it could potentially be warped. So, but other than that, it was really great. I mean, I think that the some of the extra parts of this are a little bit long, so you want to bundle, and some of the wires might be a little bit long. Some of the supporting wires that hold up the light that connect it to the ceiling are a little bit long, so we might be modifying that. But all in all, I think it's soundly built, and really, I think it's going to be a great addition to for what we're looking for, and replacing us from the HID system, which just uses a ton of electricity, and we're hoping that we have to use less electricity with this one. Yeah. So coming up is the light meter reading. We basically tried to do it at 48 inches. It's suggested to be between, I think, 12 and 24 for flower, and I think around 24 plus for veg. So this is just the readings that we had for the tent at 48 inches. One thing that we did notice, and I think that the newer models don't have this, is just that in order to tweak, it has a dimmable feature, but in order to tweak it, you basically have to pop off this waterproof seal, stick our screwdriver in, and then slowly turn it, which is something I don't think we'd ever work on dimming. I've seen some videos which could suggest it could be really great to dim if you're going through, say, like young seedlings or clones. You could definitely dim it down, and that could be really helpful. For us, I think we're just looking at this as a potential thing we could break because it doesn't have the knob. We don't know how. We don't want to be constantly tweaking this with a screwdriver. You never know when you're going to strip that screw. So I think that's one thing that we're a little bit let down about. This also doesn't have a on and off switch. You have to turn it off by plugging it into the wall and unplugging into the wall. And one other thing that we thought immediately when we put this together was that the plug from the light to the wall is fairly short. So being used to the longer plugs with the metal halide system, which is I think over 10 feet long, that was just one of the things where we didn't really have to worry about it so much, and we're actually coiling it. This one you pretty much have almost a very limited amount, and yes, you can get extension cords. I think we were just kind of hoping that this would all be a all-in-one kind of thing, but all in all, we're really excited. This doesn't have this is the model that doesn't have a daisy chain. So the newer models have a little bit more bells and whistles, like a daisy chain ability, dimmable knob, and turn on and off switch. But again, for what we paid for, we're super excited about this light. Again, it's supposed to be about the equivalent of a 450 watt HPS system. So we're really excited and we're going to be doing a lot of video journal on this one. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or any comments, let us know, and happy growing. Thanks a lot.